have a mouthful of Twizzlers.
Cold open. Chewed open.
Yeah.
No one does a chewed open.
Well, I'm doing it right now.
Snickerdoodle cookie in my mouth.
I'm chewing on some cherry Twizzler nibs.
Yeah. Oh. See, we've gotten to this before. We don't have to go there today.
What?
I'm really perplexed that you're Team Cherry.
Why?
Because I don't know. It seems blasphemous to me. I feel like when I think of Twizzlers, it's the strawberry.
They should make grape ones.
But strawberry doesn't taste like anything. It tastes like air.
It tastes like Twizzler.
It tastes
All
like wax.
It tastes like rubber.
Actually, no.
Does it really?
Red vines taste like wax.
Yeah,
Anywho.
I don't like... yeah.
Welcome back, everybody, to Coffee and Scream. I am Jess.
I'm Piper.
I'm Chris.
How's everybody doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm terrific.
That's good.
Just terrific.
How are you, Chris?
Now that there's cookies, I'm better.
I know.
yeah.
I'm great.
We had my stepmom popped in and gave us some freshly baked cookies.
They're so good.
Which was so sweet. Made me feel like a little kid.
I know.
Oh, here you
Are
go.
they- are they
here you go,
chocolate?
sweetheart. Talk about your murder.
You know what we didn't get? A goddamn glass of milk.
That she throws it at you through the door.
Now who the fuck threw that?
Barkeep. Barkeep.
Did she say they were? Did she say they were chocolate chip snickerdoodles or chocolate chip and snickerdoodles?
Chocolate chip and snickerdoodle.
Okay, because I got a chocolate chip.
Yeah, I'm eating the snickerdoodle.
I heard you
There's
saying
chocolate chip
cinnamon.
in
I was
it.
like, "There's no fucking cinnamon. That she's high." I know cinnamon.
Chris knows.
They call me Mr. Cinnamon.
They do.
Yeah. He's like, "Give me some cinnamon."
Ew.
Oh my god.
Hey. Gary, get out of here. Gary
Gary
Busey, everyone.
Thank you for popping in, Gary.
Thank you. I love that last story you told.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Gary, but we had to, scrap it.
Aw.
I know.
I heard. I just moved in next door. I
You
couldn't
did?
help
Yeah?
but hear with my new ear telescope. My new
Gary?
satellite dish. I got you on every channel. Gary, get out of here.
Gary?
It's cold. All right. I open and close the door real quick. Thank you, Gary. Thank you. You just hear like a muffled right outside the window.
Gary, you can pop in anytime you want to.
I wish, dude, we should get a picture of Gary Busey that every time I pull the shades and they go up, it's just like him, like pressing his face against
That would be
the glass.
horrifying.
I would, dude, she would lose her mind. She would throw the coffee and hit the ceiling.
Like Dr. Phil.
Open the
What you need to
door
do
or
is-
I'm gonna throw rocks at your window.
Close the blinds. Close the blinds. Don't close the blinds in your life.
Oh my
Or
God.
pass you by.
I'm sitting in a chair that is probably close to being my age. And
Really?
this chair, if you could hear it, one day I'm going to sit in it and it's over.
Did you see The Patriot
I
with
have.
Mel Gibson?
I have.
First scene, remember that? He sits in the rocking chair. He just spent all this time carving and he asses out.
I
completely.
don't remember.
Yeah, he sits in this rocking chair he's been working hard on, and then it just busts out from under him.
There's nothing funnier to me than someone sitting in a chair and it breaking. I don't know why. I have a picture, like a series of pictures in my phone of Anthony at the other store in the back, sitting in this, well, it's pink because the sun faded it. It was red Adirondack chair.
Oh, wow.
And you see it, like, in every frame, it's just the chair cracked and him just falling to the floor. And it is beautiful.
Wait, what chair is this?
It was in the back of the store, like outside. It was like it looked hot pink because it was in the sun. It was like a beach chair, like the Adirondack chair.
Oh, okay, I see what
You know
you're
what I'm
saying.
talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he ate it?
Yes, he did.
Oh, my God.
It was beautiful.
You got to show me the pictures if you have them.
I will.
So funny.
I will find them somewhere. But yeah, we were recording a different episode right before this. The episode is actually, it was just, we try to keep things kind of light around here. We kind of keep it
Kind of jovial.
like, while this, the subject matter is serious,
Yeah.
we still try to, make our little jokes and make each other laugh and keep it lighthearted because this place is where we come to have fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
We like to teach Chris things and, just let our hair down a little. And the case we were doing was Fred and Rosemary West. And if you know about it, you know.
Yeah. It's.
I know now.
You know now. And we didn't. We got like halfway through.
Yeah.
And it was just, it was a lot.
Yeah.
And very, very heavy. And just not
And that Wikipedia article was like a little bit more descriptive than Wikipedia actually is sometimes. And it was just
like,
I can't believe Clint Howard would do that.
Right?
That's extreme.
You wouldn't think. It's the people you least expect.
What do you think Ron thinks?
Ron, oh man.
I don't think he took it. I don't think that's probably why he made the Grinch.
He's like, I'm not putting you in any more of my movies.
Dude, you're bad. You're bad for business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clint.
Yeah. It's a very Clinty story.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you guys know, you know, and it was just.
It's bad. If you want to read about it, go on Wikipedia, and then you'll be like, oh, okay, I see why they totally did not want to talk about that
Imagine
anymore.
driving to work and you're listening to that.
Yeah, I don't want you guys to start your day with that, or end your day with that, or be in the middle of your day with that.
because that's what my dad does.
I know. And Piper's dad, I stopped you from having to hear your daughter talk about sex toys. So you're welcome.
Yeah.
I couldn't, I can't. My sweet
It rhymes with Bilbo.
Oh,
It
no.
was Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
but like
Gonna go in a deep, dark cave. Stop it. Stop it.
A damp cave.
It's whatever though.
Yeah. Well, you're a very mature lady.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what?
Because you gotta be like that when you're talking about the stuff that we talk about on that on this show.
Now, mind you,
be a little, like,
we still will talk
prepared
about
to
like fucked up things.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I have a limit.
It's
when you talk about children and stuff.
Yeah.
I like
because it's a very heavy case.
Yeah. So we're gonna do something different tonight.
Yep.
But let's see. Have you guys watched anything this week? What are you guys up to?
Well, I found out that my MacBook is too old to receive updates anymore, so I can't watch Netflix on my MacBook anymore.
Oh, no.
And Netflix has cracked down on password sharing, so I can't even log into Netflix on my phone or anything else to watch any Netflix shows. And
You don't have your own account?
I don't. I'm under my dad's.
Okay.
Yeah, but Netflix has been doing this like weird thing since like last year, where if you don't live in the same household as the person that like is paying for the account, they start charging people extra. It's this whole thing. It's like
they can track like location from like the account holder to where.
Yeah, so it's just like you're sharing the account. Like, fuck you. Like,
well,
give us more money. And
hey,
it's like,
I'm working Netflix now. What room do you sleep in?
Gary.
I gotta know how many TVs you have.
Gary.
I'm gonna.
It's a great gig.
So I'm gonna try to figure out how to get a new MacBook soon, because I want to be able to watch Netflix, because I'm really mad because I haven't finished any of the shows that I wanted to watch.
If it's any other streaming service, I pay for them all, and I will happily give you my stuff. Okay. I trust you.
Okay.
I trust you. Chris, I don't.
Do you trust me?
But Piper, I
Don't trust me with a coffee.
Yeah, I definitely have let you use my login for things.
Probably, yeah, right?
Yeah, to watch Barbarian that time.
Oh, I did. What
Yeah.
was that? What was that even on?
Max.
Oh, it was on Max.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't trust him with my coffee because you guys won't hear it because it's on the other episode.
Yeah.
But
That was probably the scariest part of that episode.
That was before we even
It was
recorded.
me getting raked over the coals.
Yeah, I really.
You guys are brutal.
I gave him the business.
Dude,
He sat with my laptop. I had my iced coffee a full
Tell him what
brand
kind.
new iced coffee. It is the pink velvet macchiato from Dunkin'. I didn't even take a sip out of it. I let my dad take a sip out of it because I was like, Dad, you want to try a pink coffee? And he's like, that's not so bad.
it tastes better on the floor.
He's like, I'll never order that for myself. But yeah.
God
And
forbid someone's watching.
Chris went to push the laptop back. The coffee fell over, and it was a pink river going down the table onto the carpet. Got paper towels.
I still hear the sound.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. Since the laptop was in my way,
Yeah.
I heard the sound, and then I had to do the lean.
Oh, no.
I had to do the lean to say, what was that? And I could see the cascade, like the elevator
All
from
I
The
remember
Shining.
was saying, get up, get up, get up.
Get up! I was like, yeah, that's a pretty good movie.
And
Channing
then,
Tatum.
and then
Like,
I was
no,
just
get up.
like,
Get your fucking...
Get the fuck up! My woman coffee!
Yes, but then Piper, my sweet little angel, she's like, I'll go get you another one. And I was like, no, because then I'll feel guilty that you go. And then Chris is like, well, I gave her my card to go. Then she came back, and I was like, she got a medium. I'm like, well, if I knew Chris was paying for it, I would have got a large.
Yeah.
but also you were talking about it all week at work too. You were like, I really want this for the recording, and I was just like, okay, I'll double, triple, quadruple check that in my brain.
Wait, I don't remember that.
You weren't there for that.
So that's even worse.
I didn't want to rub salt in the wound, Chris.
Man.
Yeah. Because that's why I felt bad, and I was just like, I'd go.
She goes to get the coffee, and I'm such a good friend. I'm like, here, you seem tense. Let me help you. And I just like, I squeeze your shoulders a little bit. I'm like, it's okay.
Yes.
It's coffee. It's
you
coffee.
You see my knots.
So now we're just the Scream podcast.
She had both thumbs on the balloon knot.
The coffee has died.
The coffee was spilled.
Yes, it was.
It's okay.
There was a coffee spill.
I still love you. Mm-hmm. I still love you.
I love you too.
And I would, if you wanted some coffee, I would give it to you.
Can I try?
You hear that?
Can I try?
You hear that?
You're mixing it up. It's a macchiato.
I always mix it up. Why would I want to drink it in layers? You think I want just at the end to have like a cup of milk?
No. Can I explain to you?
What?
You have 2 different kinds of drinks.
Yeah.
You might even have 3.
I don't want just straight espresso and then milk.
Sometimes you do.
No, I don't.
What if you have a nice big yawn and you've been drinking the cream the whole time?
Right.
Time to go upstairs. Bang, bang, bang. Espresso.
No.
You're like, ooh, that's a little bitter. Let me drop the straw though. I'm not finished.
Nay.
Yay.
Listen.
Okay.
The espresso is downstairs. The cream is upstairs.
Is it?
Or is it wrong? Am I saying
I'm pretty sure they just poured the espresso on top at the end.
I think the way they made it, the espresso was on top.
Hang on. Let me.
Are we in the upside down?
Let me look at
This is the strangest
my
thing.
diagram. Because I did take a picture of
the anatomy of a macchiato.
I did take this picture the other day.
Okay, let's see it. Brown is always on top, by the way.
Let me see. All right. No, I'm telling you, it wasn't.
I'm tired.
Okay, so anyway, this week I watched. Shut up.
I'm not saying anything.
Don't say a fucking word. Don't even look at me. Don't look at me.
They know.
They know.
How would they know?
They know. I'm sorry.
Macchiato is actually Latin for upstairs.
I'm sorry. Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I don't think so.
It could be.
I think it's Latin for Dunkin' Donuts.
Christ.
Macchiato.
Macchiato. On the Floriato. Can I get one of those in on the Floriatos?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
So, anywho, this week I didn't watch. I don't think I really watched anything besides New Girl. I just put that on at nighttime while I'm in bed, relaxing. You know.
I rewatched Roadhouse and the trailer for the new one.
Right.
Did you see the new Julia Dreyfus movie though? I didn't bring that up last episode.
No.
So to preface this, did you see the trailer for the new Adam Sandler movie called Spaceman?
No.
Short, he's stuck in space. He's trying to get home. He's on some kind of space station.
Okay.
He's like panicking. He doesn't know what's going on. There's like, like there's like sirens.
It's not a serious movie, right?
It seems kind of serious, yeah. And which is kind of
Punch Drunk Love is actually awesome.
Really, because I heard really bad reviews.
Seriously?
Yeah, I've heard people don't like that.
That's the movie. I remember, at work when I always just randomly go, "Oh, you're going to Hawaii? That's so wonderful. You're going to Hawaii."
From that?
That's from Punch Drunk Love, and I will just say that quote randomly throughout the day. Like
it's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
I'll give it a chance.
You should.
That's the worst part.
Did you ever see Stranger Than Fiction? Like another, like Will Ferrell in a serious
I've seen parts of that. Yes.
That's an amazing.
That's serious.
Movie.
I can't imagine that.
Isn't that one
It's amazing.
Who's the narrator of that? John Malkovich? Or am I thinking of being John Malkovich?
No. What the fuck is her name? British lady.
Adele.
No,
Gonna need more than that.
Princess Diane.
No.
She's dead.
Queen Elizabeth.
Oh my god. I know her. It's right on the tip of my tongue. It's gonna bother me so much.
She's a British lady.
A British lady.
Heidi Klum.
Not even.
She's amazing
She's
at Halloween, though. Have you seen her Halloween costumes?
Yes.
Heidi Klum's?
The Worm.
Dude, the Worm is one of the best costumes I've seen. But yeah, Roadhouse. Oh yeah, but I'll get into the Julia Dreyfus movie, but I didn't finish.
Emma Thompson. Incredible.
Yes.
But this movie is like, I love it. It's
good. It's
amazing. Yeah. But anywho, tell me about the Adam Sandler movie.
So he's stuck in space, right?
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, he hears his voice, and he turns around, or he floats around, and there's this talking.
You passed that, Tim.
There's this giant talking spider on this fucking spaceship, and it's like, oh, I looked so hard to find you. Like I know everything about you. Almost like you don't know if it's real or if it's like his subconscious, if he's hallucinating, if he's had too much oxygen, if he's in like he knows he's gonna die, and now he's having like this last moment life flash before his eyes because the spider like shows him visions of his life, and it looks really bizarre and interesting. Which conceptually
That can't be serious.
you got to watch the trailer then. But the Julia Dreyfus one is very similar, where she's a single mom. She has a daughter who's like very sick and is practically paralyzed and probably has like some kind of leukemia.
Yeah.
And some parrot just like flies in the window one day and can like grow small and big, and pretty much tells the mother like, your daughter's gonna die.
What?
And is like, I'm gonna help you come to terms with this, almost like a spirit guide, but it's a parrot.
Interesting.
You ever watch Paulie?
Probably.
Paulie's a banger. Yeah, but
I probably have.
But it's Julia Dreyfus, and she looks great, and you know,
I love her.
It looks like, and it's an A24 movie naturally.
Okay. Okay. When is Maxine coming out?
I don't know.
I gotta watch
X.
I gotta watch Pearl.
You have.
I heard the reason why we haven't been getting a lot of news on that is because like Mia Goth is like
The whole
wrapped
kicking,
up in some like legal shit, but
well,
like
the kicking in the head,
She kicked someone in the head.
allegedly. Yeah.
That's fucking. Were they down, or did she kick them when they were
was
standing?
An extra from which movie was it? Infinity Pool, maybe.
I think so.
Something. But this person was covered in like fake blood. He said it was actually very painful to remove, and at one point,
Sounds broke.
At one point, he's supposed to be dead on the ground, and she runs and supposed to jump over him. And after one of the takes, he says that she purposefully kicked him in the head and was like, "No one will believe you." Like,
Really? Like,
I don't know.
Like cliche Bond villain.
Like, I don't know. I
Tell your
don't
friends.
know.
I don't know. She doesn't seem like the person to do that. Like I've watched interviews of her, and she seems like very mild mannered and nice. And
Yeah, I feel like I don't know.
Did she bust his fucking teeth out of his head?
No, but he claimed the next day he's like, "Oh, my neck hurt." And
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Well, you also said your makeup was painful to take off, so maybe it was that. I don't know. Like,
If a girl ever hits me in the neck, the last thing I want her to know is that my neck hurts.
Well, yeah.
She's never gonna.
Well, I don't think she was gonna do that to him anyway.
You don't think so?
But also, like, yeah, if I hit someone in the head, I'd be like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," but I'd be like, "You're okay."
They're just like a grown man, like, oh.
Like, "Oh, I'm okay."
it's
Okay.
like that scene in Family Guy when Peter hurts his leg. Like,
We just talked about that last podcast. Yes.
Yeah, this is actually a Peter Griffin fan podcast now.
Yeah.
Peter,
I know. Once in a while, we get celebrities that pop in.
We're so funny.
Peter, hey.
Gary,
get out of here.
Yeah.
Gary.
Just 2 minutes so I warm up.
Okay. You
You
can
gonna
just come
tell
warm
that-
up for a
You
minute.
gonna tell that story again?
The one about Fred and Rosemary.
Yeah. Oh, is that who it was?
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of zoned out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what they do again?
They did.
Say it slow.
They were fucked
They
up.
did really bad things, Gary.
Oh, my boss called me. I gotta get back to Netflix.
Okay.
What room do you sleep in again?
It's such a bad Gary. He doesn't really sound like that. It kind of. Yeah.
It was Gary, please.
That was my impression of Chris.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, Gary.
Thanks.
That's great.
Yeah, scoot over.
Just picture you like sitting on Gary Busey's lap.
Yeah, he's like hugging me.
No, he's just like bouncing you on his knee. Just
I
like,
love this kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like my own son.
Yeah.
Don't get on a motorcycle, son.
What do you want for Christmas?
Ride me like a motorcycle. Wait, oh, never mind.
Well, yeah. Wear a helmet, Gary.
Jesus Christ.
What? I ain't no homosexual. What? He goes, what?
He's like offended. You told him to wear a helmet. Who's that for?
Because you know about his head injury.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anywho.
Yeah.
I
Anywho.
don't think he does.
Back to regularly scheduled programming.
Yes. So yeah, I was just watching New Girl, doing nothing.
Oh my god.
That's it.
Nothing.
Nothing. Doing nothing.
Sounds dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Working. Being a mom. All the things.
That's a lot. Shit, man.
I've been
Drinking lots of coffee.
Yeah. I've also been dealing with the anxiety of my dog right now because she's being weird about going to the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like she wants to go to the bathroom on her own terms now.
She doesn't want you watching.
Like,
She's
no,
like, stop watching me.
No, because she'll refuse to like crouch down and go pee unless like she sees me standing like out like inside
You
the
know
house
that's
from
a
the window.
thing?
She's like, I'll only go pee if I know you're here. Like,
Do you go out in the backyard with her?
I don't if it's raining or something. If it's nice out, then
Yeah.
I'll like sit on the porch with her. But if it's like rainy or something, like I'll like kind of like shut the door and I'll be like inside the kitchen just like watching her, but she'll be like, I'm not gonna do my business until you start watching me.
No, my God.
I need to be safe here.
I have to be outside with her.
Yeah.
You should get a cardboard cutout of yourself just to put near the window.
That's
and
a
it's
good
just
idea.
you,
Like,
it's you
get
peeking.
like one that has like a waving arm.
Yeah, Ferris Bueller style.
Yeah.
I would forget that like
The
it
neighbors?
was there though.
Oh God, the neighbors.
Yeah.
Fucking binoculars.
Yeah, like what the fuck's going on?
I'd
Gary's like,
fucking-
I thought I was weird.
I'd come home to the police like, we have reports of a woman outside your house.
Yeah, just
Like,
oh my God.
God.
Christ.
You think that would deter robbers? Just a waving cutout.
No, well, if you get up close, you know it's cut out. No.
Yeah.
I can't let you get close. Gary's like, stop right there. Can't let you get close. Sorry.
Well, I've always
Gary's
said
in her backyard, just like guarding her cardboard cutout.
He thinks it's actually her.
Like back.
I ain't gonna let anyone hurt you, little lady.
No way.
He thinks it's fucking her.
Oh, you don't talk much, do you? It's okay, I'll do the talking.
I'm like, stop it. I'm like upstairs in my room, like hearing it through the wall because the walls are paper thin in my room for whatever reason. Being like, who the fuck is that?
And you're just like, that's just Gary Busey, and like all you see is teeth.
In the dark.
It's like, oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just like hearing.
You
the
know
whole
who that is, right?
Vaguely.
You're hearing muffled Busey.
Wait, hang on.
Don't pull me up. I'm right here.
Oh my God. I feel like if I saw his face, I would recognize him though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait. Oh my
I
God.
love Gary, dude. That's the only celebrity I've ever like seen.
Oh my God.
Oh
Man,
my
I
God.
love Gary.
Horrifying.
Oh my God. And that would be even more terrifying because my bedroom's on the second story. Like, he's through my fucking window. Like, oh.
He's that tall.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like, surprise, bitch.
These ain't
Jeez
stilts.
Louise.
All right, Gary. Good. Say, thanks.
Christ
Thanks.
the
Our
Lord.
little Christopher is he's going away for 10 days
I am.
for fun. He's not going to jail.
Yeah, I'm going to I have jury duty.
Yeah.
I'm a grand jury.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Do you know what the case is about?
Yeah, it was about a man and a wife who were very abusive to like 19 kids, and
Oh no.
you know, one was a petty
That's a lot of
thief.
different cases
I'm
though.
gonna be there all night.
There was the Turpin family. There's
Big yikes.
like yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot of families.
A lot of families that do bad things.
Yeah.
Um,
Unfortunately.
But you are going to Pennsylvania
Yes.
to go play.
to go record my next album for my one project.
You should plug it.
I am so
Thank
excited.
you. I'm really excited. I'm a
listen
little
to it.
stressed, but I'm gonna like
I told you don't
crack out on
overthink
this.
it. Have
Yeah.
a great time.
Uh huh.
But would you like to plug it because
I appreciate it.
because they're not going to
Last
hear
episode,
the last
yeah.
episode. So.
Yeah, that was for us.
That
For
was
you
just for
guys.
us.
Just for just remind you guys.
That was a nice hour and 20-minute warm up.
Yeah.
It was really. We were just getting started. That was
Practice
just
round.
the intro.
Right. Go ahead.
But songs. It's called Songs, and you know, I kind of wanted to not give it like a stupid name. I kind of wanted to give it something meta and more traditional kind of style, if that makes sense. But if you guys like crazy, you know, music like in the realm of mathcore, grindcore, you know, technical metal and stuff, I think you'll enjoy it. If you like bands like Cloacal Kiss, Daughters, you know, Duck Duck Goose, Inside the Beehive, Dillinger, Escape Plan, I think you'll like it. Songsnj.bandcamp, and give it a listen. It's short and sweet. I think the whole EP is less than 10 minutes, but it's a lot of energy packed in a small box. And I'm really excited for the next album.
I've listened to it before. I'm not a reviewer by any means.
You're not the
but
needle drop. You're not Anthony Fantano.
But I will say that it is some of the coolest shit that I've listened to.
Thank you.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
It's really fun, and I worked hard on it. And
You're a very talented boy.
I will
you.
manifest that you get a record label deal
I listen.
for you.
That's like that's not what I'm worried about right now. I'm more worried about just pushing myself as a musician and having like a project that I can really push my playing and push my boundaries and like lose my fucking mind. And I really want to bring energy back to music. There's a lot of sleepers, a lot of lazy sleepers walking around.
Especially like with the advent of like whisper singing and everything. As of late in recent years, I'm like, what?
Like with
this?
Billie Eilish, for instance. Like I'm really interested to hear that bitch belt out, and I don't know if we'll ever hear that kind of sound from her.
She can, right?
Does she ever?
I think she can.
And I'm not judging her for not doing it, but it's like I like, especially if you're only gonna sing. I like when I see someone like really lean into that and push themselves, push their body, push their voice. It's not, you don't have to always use that in your music,
right?
But I like when I can see someone who like is passionate and like Shaka Khan.
Yeah,
you
that bitch is nuts. She's amazing.
Yeah,
Whitney Houston, amazing.
Yeah,
Mariah Carey, amazing.
I know.
Jessie J, she annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah,
incredible voice. Like the control in her voice is like almost next to none. But you know, I just like when people push their boundaries, and I want to do the same. You know,
the lead singer of the band Within Temptation, I love her vocals so much. Sharon Den Adele is like a goddess when it comes to vocals. Like we love her.
Shouts out.
Hell yeah.
So, all right. Well, since we are officially in February, and it is the month of love.
Love is in the air.
It sure is.
I can smell it.
But sometimes it goes bad.
It does.
It goes real bad.
Goes south.
Just like that fucking fart you just did.
Yeah. Gary.
It gets very brown.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I had Taco Bell.
Oh, Jesus.
We need to change the logo to like a really grotesque drawn picture by Chris of like Gary Busey for a while.
Drinking coffee.
No, I want him looking through the window watching us.
Dark Busey.
Yeah.
No, like the fucking Snapchat, like the fucking Snapchat Bitmojis is like peeking over the coffee mug and the logo.
It's just his bloodshot eyes peeking over a fucking.
Just the moon was reflecting off his golden hair. Just that's all you see. It's like a little halo of golden hair.
And you didn't watch Courage though, right? Courage the Cowardly Dog.
No.
Tell me he's not the barber.
No,
he is. What the fuck?
Yes,
he is.
If you guys know Gary Busey and Courage, look up the barber. Promise
Cherry
you.
Twizzlers.
Don't start this again.
I'm gonna.
Was that last episode?
I don't remember.
Okay.
They all blend.
I'll let it go. I'll let it slide.
It's been a.
Can I have one
night.
actually?
You can absolutely have one. Here, pass those down to.
You're not allowed to after you spilled Jess's coffee.
Oh, that's a good point.
It's fine.
Oh,
no,
I don't want all
no.
these.
I'm a very forgiving person. You only get like 100 chances to
7
piss
chances.
me off.
7 I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we are going to be talking about the murder of Grace Brown today. And let's see. We're going to decide who goes first. We're going to flip a coin. We're going to be reading straight from Wikipedia, so that way we can give Chris all of the information in a nice little orderly fashion.
Clear, concise manner.
Yes. But first, Chris, what do you think happened with Grace Brown? What's your guess?
Grace Brown, to me, sounds young. I don't know why Grace Brown, to me, I get a young vibe. I'd say maybe like late teens, early 20s. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe was she the murderer?
What's the time period? What time period would you say?
78 of 19, not 2078.
Wait.
No?
No.
Way off?
Way off.
Okay.
Anywho.
Very.
Okay, she killed someone with a hammer.
Grace Brown killed someone with a hammer.
In 1978.
In 1978.
And she was 19.
And she was 19.
Okay.
All right. Locking you in.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that your final
is that
answer?
Your
Piper?
final guess?
I
Piper,
hope so.
Obviously, we're gonna skip that part like we usually do. And look, we will skip this too.
Okay.
Okay. So from right here, but we will go. All right. Heads or tails?
Tails.
All right. Tails, you go first. Heads, I go first.
Okay.
Ooh, I actually did it.
Nice.
Yay.
Heads.
Okay.
I'm going first.
Alrighty.
Here we go.
Grace Brown.
Okay. You good? You great?
No.
No? Okay, then. We're just going to keep going anyway. All right. Grace Brown grew up in a village of South Otselic, Chenango County, New York. The middle child and daughter of a successful Chenango County dairy farmer. She was reportedly given the nickname Billy because of her love of contemporary hit song, Won't You Come Home, Bill Bailey. Brown attended grammar school in the village and became close friends with a teacher, Maud Kenyon Crum, and Crum's husband. Later, Brown often signed her love letters The Kid after the Western outlaw Billy the Kid. In 1904, at the age of 18, Brown moved to nearby Cortland to live with her married sister Ada and to work at the new Gillette skirt factory.
Chester Gillette, the nephew of the factory owner, had a less stable childhood. He moved to Cortland in 1905 and started working at the company. Because of his uncle, he met people in the upper class society in Cortland. He also began a romantic and sexual relationship with Brown, a quote-unquote factory girl. In spring 1906, Brown became pregnant, and she returned to her parents in South
It's a tricky one.
South Ostelic. I'm going to go with that.
Otselic, I think. Yeah.
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck. Reverse mortgage.
Odd Selleck. Yeah, reverse mortgage.
Okay.
No, he's just selling mortgages now.
Yeah.
What?
In spring of 1906, Brown became pregnant, and she returned to her parents in South Otselic. Gillette agreed to take her away to Adirondacks.
The Adirondacks.
Adirondacks, apparently promising marriage. Because Brown packed her entire wardrobe for the trip and Gillette packed just a small suitcase, some 21st century writers suggest that Gillette had promised to take Brown to a maternity home in upstate New York, where she could live until she delivered the child. During their journey to the Adirondacks, they registered at hotels using false names, including a night at a hotel in Utica, New York, where they apparently left without paying for their stay. They continued by train to Tupper Lake in Franklin County, where they spent another night. Rain the next day ruined their plans for an outing on a nearby lake, so they returned south by train to Big Moose Lake, which straddles Herkimer and Hamilton counties.
On July 11th, my birthday,
Oh.
the couple were seen rowing out on Big Moose Lake. Gillette had entered the pseudonym Carl Graham in the hotel register. Since Gillette's suitcase was monogrammed CEG, he chose a name with the same initials. While they were on the lake, Gillette is believed to have struck Brown over the head with a tennis racket, which had been seen strapped to his suitcase, or possibly an oar, after which Brown is believed to have fallen out of the boat and drowned. Gillette returned alone and gave varying explanations for what had occurred. After Brown's body was found the next day, Gillette was arrested in a nearby town of Inlet, New York. The defense at trial claimed that Grace had been confused and suddenly jumped out of the boat and into the water. Despite being fully clothed, Gillette testified, "We talked a little more, then she got up and jumped in the water. Just jumped in."
From Gillette's rented room, authorities confiscated Brown's love letters to Gillette as evidence. District Attorney George Ward read the letters aloud to the court during the trial in the fall of 1906, and Brown's letters gained the trial national attention. In her letters, Brown pleaded with Gillette to accept responsibility for her pregnancy. In her final letter, written July 5th, Brown looked forward to her impending Adirondack trip with Gillette. She said farewell to her childhood home of South Otselic, wishing she could confess her pregnancy to her mother. This is a quote. I know I shall never see any of them again. And Mama, great heavens, how do I love Mama? I don't know what I shall do without her, ... Sometimes I think if I could tell Mama, but I can't. She has trouble enough as it is, and I couldn't break her heart like that. If I come back dead, perhaps if she does not know, she won't be angry with me. Copies of Brown's love letters were published in booklet form and sold outside the courtroom during the trial. Theodore Dreiser paraphrased many of these letters in his novel An American Tragedy, quoting the final letter almost verbatim. Jennifer Donnelly used many of the letters in her novel A Northern Light, and letters written between the two, as well as Gillette's diary, have been donated to Hamilton College.
The trial lasted 3 weeks and resulted in a guilty verdict for Gillette for the premeditated murder of Brown. He was sentenced to death. The New York Court of Appeals affirmed the conviction, and Governor Charles Evans Hughes refused to grant clemency. Gillette was executed on March 30th, 1908 in Auburn Correctional Facility by electrocution. And that is the story of Grace Brown and her murder. So, Chris, you were way off.
That was correct.
F.
Yeah, no.
Don't F that loud. That was personal.
So this story actually, the reason why this story, I wanted to do this one so much because when I was a kid, I used to watch Unsolved Mysteries with Robert Stack. And to this day, nothing scares me as much as that man's voice and that theme music.
Yeah,
I'm not even joking.
Like. It sounded like this.
Am I allowed to play like the opening? Do you
think? I think you can. We'll talk over it.
If we talk over it, it's okay?
It should be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. As long as it's like not this full song by itself. Worst case, we upload it, doesn't work. I cut that part out. Bang, boom.
Okay.
You know.
Let's see.
Have you ever seen Basketball with Trey Parker? Bless
you.
Trey Parker, Matt Stone, the creators of South Park. When they do the unsolved mysteries on where Coop went, he's like, I don't know, probably hanging by his neck in his fucking closet. But, he's hanging by his neck in his fucking closet. It's such a good scene. Okay. Tonight on Unsolved Mysteries, find out what happened to Gary Busey. I'm right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this...
He's like an American Attenborough.
Yes, he was like a classic actor. But look at the ghost. This episode scared the shit out of me as a kid. Okay. All right. We don't care about the other cases. I just get to the point.
Oh, he got shoved.
He sure did. Hang on. We're gonna do a little fast forward Z's.
I see.
Oh my God.
That would scare a child.
No, but like the theme music is like, it sounds almost like the Halloween theme, but a little bit jazzier. I don't know.
It's like Law and Order meets like
Saw.
I don't even know, like the Twilight Zone.
I just wanted you guys to see her, like when the ghost appears. Oh, here we go.
It's a dramatization, right?
Yeah, obviously.
What do you mean, obviously?
We're not gonna have an actual ghost. Like, oh my God, a full body apparition caught just for the Unsolved Mysteries cameras.
It's incredible.
Some say her spirit still haunts the Adirondack Mountains in search of justice.
That's Grace Brown.
It made me, yes. It gave, I was like, ugh, as a kid.
Dude, when you opened the door before,
yeah,
I saw it open slowly and then stop.
No, you didn't.
No, it was you.
Okay.
I didn't see you on the other side of the wall. I looked at Piper like, there it fucking is.
Oh, because that door, actually, that's funny because that door a couple weeks ago, Piper and I were on the pod porch talking. Chris, you were outside.
Smoking a bone.
No, you were like, we were done recording.
Okay.
And we were just talking, and the door that goes into like the main part of the house, I heard the metal turn of the doorknob, and I turned to look, saw the metal turn, and the door pulled open like someone was. I expected like my dad or stepmom or someone to come walking through, but there was nobody there, and she and I just like stopped talking, just looked at each other, and then looked back. And then I walked through the door to be like, is he hiding? Like, is someone messing with me?
Hey, just kidding.
Oh, no.
It was Gary.
No, Gary. Hang on.
But that is horrifying. I came back inside and you guys looked like you saw a ghost.
Yeah, well.
Figuratively. Literally.
Hang on. I want to... Mysteries theme.
Honestly, though, like...
I want you to hear the theme song. And this... Now, it may make you... like, want to shit yourself. Just
warning.
Warning.
I doubt it.
Warning. Do not listen to this podcast before bed.
Oh, God damn it.
Little Bites.
Yay. I love Little Bites, too.
Coco Melon.
Ready? Listen.
This is like people under the stairs.
Imagine being a child sitting in a dark living room.
That's true.
When this
you know
came on.
some shit's about to go down.
My mom has a story that she was asleep. Like, I was watching Unsolved Mysteries by myself at night. Mm-hmm. And I was probably like 12. Mm-hmm. She's like, I was in my bedroom and I heard you were watching TV. And I heard the Unsolved Mysteries theme song come on. And I don't forget, something happened. Like, there was like a I don't know if like the wind blew or something and something like hit against the window. She goes, within seconds, I heard the Laverne and Shirley fucking theme song. Like I changed the channel immediately and I was like, I'm done.
You're like, yep, nope. I need a palate
Actually, wait,
cleanser.
no, I think it was Mary Tyler Moore because I was always watching like 1970s sitcom-y kind of things.
I've heard about that a lot, but I've never watched it.
I loved it. I loved it.
I was never really like afraid of any music growing up.
No, I still have chills. I'm cold right now.
But it was like, but I think like one of the things that I was afraid of was like this, like the thing we would do in like in the bushes outside of my house with like pattern recognition, like we would try to find faces and like the trees and everything. And I remember like our next door neighbor took this one picture and was like, do you see that creepy face that the bush is making?
Ew.
And it was just like, and like I did see it, and like the fucking face showed up in my dreams like 12 times as a kid.
Bro.
It was terrifying.
One of the first times I was ever
like,
tripping.
fuck that.
I was tripping mushrooms for the first time ever. And me and my buddy saw this guy, and it was kind of dark, so there were streetlights. This guy rode his bike like out of the dark into the streetlight. He and I both swear that we saw one of those like armless things from Silent Hill. Dude, it was so scary. We were laughing like, what the fuck? But yeah, dude, the shit you see, man, even in clouds.
But the reason why I also like I picked Grace Brown because not only is it like a spooky, like it's like a murder story, and like every time, you know that song Possum Kingdom by the Toadies?
No.
It was on Guitar Hero 2.
Really?
It was like I can't play it because there's gonna be like a.
It went.
Just look at, I can't do it for you right now, but that song, something about that song, it reminded me of like the Grace Brown case. But there's not just a murder story, there's also ghost stories involved with her. Let's see, I'm gonna read you some.
Oh, sightings or possible hauntings.
All right, so I will do like up to here. Okay,
So up to the last quote.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for generations, the Adirondack Mountains in upstate New York have been a favorite vacation spot for the famous and infamous. One summer night in 1988, several employees of the Cove Wood Lodge on Big Moose Lake, including Rhonda Bousselot, were approaching the staff lodge. Chris, stop it. Rhonda led the pack, unaware that someone or something might be waiting inside. I walked into the staff lounge, straight up the stairs with my hand out, reaching for the string, which is how to turn on the light. As I approached the top of the stairs, and just before I was ready to turn on the light, a feeling came over me that somebody was right there. More or less, I stopped in my tracks and really just didn't move. I didn't have an overwhelming feeling of fright, but something definitely or someone was there, and it just kind of took my breath away. But the real show was outside, according to Rhonda. Her friends are witnessing a spine-tingling vision. All three of them had the same exact story. It lingered for just a few seconds and then moved away. All three of them saw the ghost. I didn't see anything myself, but I felt that somebody was right there, and it was a strange feeling.
But who is haunting Big Moose Lake? People there believe it was the ghost of the young and beautiful Grace Brown. In 1906, her brutal murder shocked the nation, which we just went over. Decades later, Hollywood turned the notorious case into a hit film, A Place in the Sun. Hollywood portrayed Grace as an unattractive nag. Can I say that word?
Yes.
Okay. But in truth, Grace Brown was a naive, lovely 19-year-old who worked at the Gillette skirt factory in Cortland, New York. It was there in 1905 that she met the handsome and charming Chester Gillette, the factory owner's nephew. So, Chris, you were actually right about her being 19.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm 1 for 1.
Good job.
That's crazy.
So, author Craig Brandon has written about the infamous Grace Brown murder. Can I read today? Jesus Christ. Chester Gillette was considered quite a catch by the people in town because he was popular and he was athletic and he was handsome. I'm sure a lot of women in Cortland were interested in him. From the start, it was a scandalous romance. According to Craig Brandon, Chester convinced Grace to see him without a chaperone, which in those days put her reputation at risk. I think she saw him as the ideal person, that he was everything that she wanted. She was in love probably for the first time in her life, and she wanted to see this through no matter what. For Chester, it was a secret affair. He never took Grace out in public. He never acknowledged their relationship. And according to Craig Brandon, Chester was frequently seen with other young women, especially those from the town's wealthier families. Her friends were warning her that he wasn't what he seemed to be, that he was something different. And I think that she had no experience in that type of person. And she was so she was seeing what she wanted to see rather than what her friends were telling her.
But Grace could not resist Chester, and she soon discovered she was pregnant. At the time, unwed mothers were outcasts. Grace begged Chester to marry her, but he stalled as long as he could. Finally, in July of 1906, Chester took Grace to the Adirondacks. She assumed it was a wedding trip, and according to Craig Brandon, they rented a rowboat at Big Moose Lake from a man named Robert Morrison. Morrison expected them to come back around dinner time, and when they didn't come back, he thought that was somewhat suspicious. You don't say.
Mm-hmm.
The next morning, Morrison organized a search party. The rowboat had capsized. A short distance from it, they found Grace's body. 2 days later, police found Chester Gillette in a nearby hotel. At first, he denied even knowing Grace Brown. Then he claimed Grace had drowned herself in despair because he didn't love her anymore. And few believed him. Mm-hmm. He was tried and convicted on first-degree murder, and on March 30th, 1908, Chester Gillette died in the electric chair. Has justice been served? Apparently not enough to satisfy the restless spirit of Grace Brown.
That was the day after my birthday.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Linda Lee Mackin had her own encounter with Grace Brown a few months after Rhonda Buselotz. Go ahead, Piper.
I was walking down towards the lake with my flashlight, and the light was getting dimmer and dimmer. By the time I got to the edge of the lake and the rocks, my flashlight wasn't working, so I had to turn around and go back. I was awestruck, and not only was I certain that I was looking at a ghost, but she had a very strong feeling of sadness. She was very sad. Was the ghost of Grace Brown? Over the years, there have been continual sightings, and many wonder if her spirit has been trapped at Big Moose Lake ever since the day she was drowned by her faithless lover.
So those are, like, there's a lot of different sightings of her. This is just, like, one of them. This is all from unsolved.com. Yes. Should we go there one day?
Where is this at?
The Adirondacks in upstate New York.
I'm down with that.
I'm down.
We could stay, like, there's lodges and cabins and try to see it. Because this one, like, this has lived rent-free in my head since I was little.
It's almost like you're supposed to go there.
It's like I'm supposed to. And she died, like, on my birthday, you know?
If I see a ghost taking a piss.
Yeah.
As in, not the ghost taking a piss. I'm taking a piss.
The ghost? Okay. I was like, I don't know if ghosts peed.
Me and a ghost are pissing in the same bush, and we both look up at each other, and we both scare each other like Scooby-Doo style.
Well, she might be, like, because she's a lady from the early 1900s, she might be like, oh my God.
My goodness, sir.
Goodness, sir.
Cover those ankles.
Yeah.
Modesty.
How dare you?
And she might be like,
well, I never.
And she'd be like, what is that metal hanging from your nose?
What is that? A bowl?
Are you a bull?
Bullshit. She starts talking like Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
It's fucking raw. She's looking at my piss.
Yeah.
Your piss is raw.
Asparagus.
You need new shoes, sir.
What are those?
So yeah, we gotta start making a list of all the little places we want to go.
If I see a ghost on a lake,
yeah,
like slow motion dancing, I will fucking
just someone materializing right in front of you on the lake, like just. I don't know.
I'm running out of my shoes, dude.
I feel like I would go up to her and be like, "Do you want to be friends?"
Yes.
I feel like.
But I also Chester Gillette. I think was his family, the like Gillette company too, like the razors and all that bullshit. I think they were tied to them too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, I believe so.
Like a wealthy family.
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
He shaved off years of her life.
He sure did. And yeah, what an asshole.
Yeah.
That's extreme. I mean, it's not as bad as the last story, but it's still, you know.
It's still, Yeah.
It's still crazy. And like that's
Well, I think this was a nice palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could totally my palate is cleansed.
Very much so.
I feel cleansed. But that sighting where the lady, when she had to turn around when her flashlight died,
Yeah.
did she see the woman on the water, or did she see the woman like in the trail off the side, like as she was coming back to her cabin?
The lady, I think she saw the ghost because.
But like where? Like was it on the water, or she told she turned around?
From what I remember is like this in the episode, which it's Unsolved Mysteries episode. Hang on. I have it.
This makes me want to go home and watch that, dude. Unsolved Mysteries. I think I'm due.
You should. Let's see. It's Unsolved Mysteries season 8 episode 7. In the episode, I remember like it's like two friends, like two ladies who are friends, and they always meet up, once a year or so and do something together, like a girls' trip. And they're both like sitting by the water, and at the same time, they both see this lady materialize like on the water. And then another one of their friends goes back to the cabin to like get a jacket or something. And when she's there, she's at the top of the stairs. She's like, I could feel that I was not alone in that room. And it was, yeah, like it was
like how you can just feel the static.
I've felt
like when
that
someone's
before.
behind you, like there's like that spidey sense you have of like something's behind, something animated is behind you. It's not like a rock behind you. It's a fucking thing. It's something.
I've only had that in a few places. This house being one of them, and the other one was my grandparents' house in Jackson, where I grew up. Mm-hmm. And that house was built by my great grandfather, and then my grandparents inherited it like down the road, and you'd lay on like the couch at nighttime and like, have you ever like experienced something?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
we
personally.
I think we did stories
Like a little, yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of like.
I know you and your dad saw something in your living room.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else weird that I've experienced that like I just didn't mention. Mm-hmm. It'll come to me. Like there's been weird stuff though.
There have been times where, say my parents here or they go on vacation, and if I've come here to take care of the animals or whatever, like now my brother stays home and it's fine. But I used to come and I'd be the only one here. But it's one of those feelings like when you walk in and you feel like you're interrupting a conversation and there's no one there.
Like you're swimming through atmosphere.
It's
like you're
it's
in
bizarre.
Like, there's something
like it's almost like you walk in on like an awkward moment or an uncomfortable thing and you're like,
or like a TV's on.
Or
like
you
it
definitely
just has this sense of electricity.
Something, and you like when you come here alone ever, like you feel like something is like,
Rib's basement.
Someone's watching. Like you feel like someone is sitting like on the steps, like watching you. Yeah. It's like it's very very strange. I've had a lot of things here.
I don't know why, but like my basement at my house, it's very like the rest of the house feels fine, but like the basement is just like another beast. It's like,
yeah,
it's like,
it's bizarre.
It's probably because I'm not down there
it's
a
a
lot.
liminal space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, probably because I'm not down there a lot, but like the basement just like freaks me out.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Basements are really
like my stepsister's room is in the basement, and I'm like, I don't know how you fucking sleep.
Would you rather have to live in a basement or an attic?
Basement.
A basement?
Well, my attic
attics are way too hot.
Me too, because the entrance to it is right in front of my bedroom door, and if there's a squatter in the attic, that's why I sleep with my door locked.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
See my door locked.
We talked about that too.
But I was saying how like a carpeted basement is way less creepy than a concrete. Like you're like, hey, you want to come over and hang out in my basement? She's like,
no,
ugh.
Gary,
and you're like,
don't.
no, carpet. It's got carpet, I swear.
Gary, stop.
It's got carpet. It's got a bar. You're gonna love it.
Oh no.
I'll be the bartender.
Oh my god,
Gary.
You want to see me muddle?
Oh god.
that
I'll
sounds
crush
like
fruit all night long.
That sounds like a threat.
Oh, Gary. So glad you moved in next door.
Yeah.
What? I can't hear with the helmet on.
Yeah.
She makes me wear it.
I'm just looking out for you.
Well, I don't want to go yet. Go on, Gary.
Gary, it's time to go home.
All right.
It's almost 10:30, Gary.
Unsolved Mysteries is almost on.
Yeah. Go watch.
I'm on tonight's episode.
You are.
How did this man end up in...
Oh my.
Oh, we should bleep that. We'll bleep it.
How does? Yeah.
Doxed.
Okay.
Chris doxes coffee and screams circa 2024.
My address is...
Can you stop?
I said I'll bleep it.
Oh my
Sorry,
god.
okay, yeah. I don't even. That's not even the right number, is it?
What'd you say it was? No.
I probably didn't even say that. I don't know.
You didn't say it right, but we're still gonna believe it anyway.
I got the 19 right. Isn't that crazy though?
That is
4 guesses. I got one of those right. That's
the
pretty.
19.
Yeah.
All right. So what did you learn from tonight's? You know what? We could even include the never gonna be heard thing. What did you learn
Yes.
from us today?
I learned that Maud Kenya Crumb is a guy, or is that a chick? Maud Kenya Crumb was her name.
It was a girl. Yeah.
Okay. I learned that she was 19 years old.
Sure.
That it's like one of the, I guess, few murders that actually has ghost sightings, because there's so many murders they talk about. No one talks about any of the Ted Bundy ghosts or any of that stuff.
True.
With the first case, I learned that some people are better off not procreating, not having children.
Yes. 1,000,000%.
They were
Yes.
very, very good examples of I feel like people should have to take a test to be a parent.
Yeah.
Hug your kids extra tight.
Hug them extra tight.
Yeah.
If you see
Not too tight.
But if you see something, say something.
Yeah.
You know, just look out for each other. Look out for the most vulnerable people ever, who are kids.
Yep.
You
There's
know?
a lot of
Don't hurt animals. Don't hurt children. Be a good person.
Yeah.
Just, you know what? Do something nice for somebody for no reason at all.
So in short,
like Princess Diana said, do random acts of kindness with no expectation of reward.
And I do it a lot.
Yes,
I do it a lot.
that was my senior quote. My senior quote was Princess Diana.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah. It's just nice to do, because, you know what? Life's hard enough.
yeah,
So if you can do something
especially
nice for
with me
someone,
walking around.
especially with, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You coffee tripper menace to society.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I make it difficult everywhere I go.
So I think that'll do it for us for tonight. An episode and a half.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, and it's what it is.
It's
You know
a
what?
workout. It was a workout.
It was a nice exercise in maybe not just jumping in to something so terrible, because yeah.
You can't be
We
doing.
knew, I knew
Gary Busey can't be around for that.
he can't be around for that. Like, I have to make sure that, you know, he's out of town when I cover like bad
extreme.
ones. And
He's
yeah.
he's what do they call that? An empath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is. He's
Like he understands.
Your pain is my pain.
I know. I know, Gary. Thank you. You're so sweet.
Hey,
Thank you for being here.
thank you for having me.
Well, maybe not anytime, like, but sometimes.
You already said it.
Oh,
See
no.
you next week.
Oh,
Oh my God.
I'll bring a cake.
fuck.
I'll jump out of it.
No, God.
It'll be great.
Gary.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Okay.
All
All right there,
right.
Chief.
All right, Gary.
All right, God. If you'd like to support the show, you can find us over at buymeacoffee.com/coffeescream. We are also on Twitter at CScreamPod. That's C the letter, Scream Pod. And I am It's Just G. That's just with one S. Piper's on there. You can find her through me.
Yep. You can follow my art Instagram account called Creative Void _ and then you can find my personal through there too. I won't say it out loud here because it has my last name in it. Go on a scavenger hunt. I don't care.
I am actually on Instagram too. I made a new account just for me. I don't want any of you creeps to see my kids. So I made one
What do
that's
you mean?
literally just me. It's called Just Jess.
I like that.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Just Jess.
Just Jess. There might be letters after it. I don't remember.
Chris, I do believe you have a Twitch show to plug.
Yes.
You sure do.
Every Tuesday. There's a lot of 7s tonight.
There's a
by
lot
the
of
way.
7s.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tuesdays at 7. The show about movies. Wonder Time Theater. Twitch.tv/Wonder Time Theater. My Twitter. I've been using Twitter more. If you want to follow me at Christopher, CHRASTEHFURRR.
You can find him through me too.
Yeah.
It's a little tricky.
Probably a little easier.
Oh, it's just Jess with one S.
Yeah.
86. That's me on.
Just try to spell Christopher with your forehead. Just type it with on your
like
phone.
with your nose,
With your
like
nose,
nose
yeah.
to the keyboard.
That should work.
And also we have a podcast Instagram. It is Coffee and Scream Pod.
Yes.
Let's see. Anything else we need to mention?
Nope.
Nope.
Again, you want to preface that we're not going to be here? Or at least are we going to miss a week or no?
Well, we're gonna miss 1 week because you'll be back,
Okay.
and then
Yeah, I'm
we
going on
won't
a
have
trip.
time to yeah. Well, it's fine. It's fine. You know what? I'm gonna give you guys a chance to miss us.
We always come back swinging.
I'm gonna come back harder than ever.
Keep those hands up. We're rigid.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, we're actually we're gonna spar our
brace
audience.
yourself.
I'm gonna show up next
Trick
time.
or treat, motherfucker.
I'm gonna show up next time with brass knuckles. I'm kidding.
Yeah, we're gonna just knuckle sandwich you all.
We should try to get Busta Rhymes as a call-in.
That'd be great.
We'll make a freestyle.
I'd like that a lot.
He'll do like a Michael Myers style like rap.
You think so?
I think so. I think yeah. If we pay him enough.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
I won't come with brass knuckles because my nails are too long and I can't close my fist.
I know. I don't think I could punch anybody with my nails either. I'd have to do like a girly like palm to the face.
Yeah. Oh, that'll work. Yeah, like a palm strike. Yeah, like a palm strike. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Or you can just poke him in the fucking eyes.
Come here, Gary.
Oh, not this again.
Well, until next time, lock your doors and stay safe, and don't answer the door to Gary Busey. Good night.
Good night.
Oh no! Beautiful.
Magical.